Something you might hear me talk about a lot, or from time to time, that I really recommend that you do, particularly if you're thinking about yourself as a transgender woman, if you're starting to think of yourself as a transgender woman, if you're starting to consider transition, going full time, basically taking this a step higher, a much more serious part of your life. Okay? Before you start doing some of these permanent things, I really recommend that you go out and have some real life experiences. Okay? Reflecting on your gender identity, on you wanting to live your life this way, saying to yourself, this is going to make me happier, is a lot more clear once you've got out into the real world. And the real world is not the mall or a restaurant or, Keystone or something. Okay? I mean, you're getting out as a woman to just regular people who don't necessarily have to be nice to you or not nice to you. And you're seeing how you feel around those people. Okay? So there's probably a lot of ideas and a lot of things you can do, but because you know what? I say this, you don't want to just start showing up one day to your current career, to your current full-time job as a woman. I would recommend doing this other thing first. Okay? I recommend doing this first. It kind of allows you to dip your toe into the water and see how you feel. So one idea is a part-time job. Something, most of you probably have a job during the day. You know what? Get a job on the weekend, at night or something. I'm sure you don't have to look far to find some kind of a part-time job. You need to fill the application out and show up to the interview as a woman. And so if you're going after work, you're going to have to leave yourself time. So you might want to go on the weekend then, but just 1 or 2 days a week, you can apply for the job in your male name or your female name. Honestly, when you show up to the interview, they're going to immediately know that you're transgender. It's not an uncommon thing at all for transgender people to go by a different name than their legal name. We oftentimes see on social media, a lot of people changing their legal name and so forth. I know plenty of people that are living full-time as transgender that have medically transitioned and they've never really changed their name. Okay? So that's not unusual at all. So number one, a part-time job. Okay? Number two is community college. That's something that I personally did. That was a really great experience. Honestly, I just applied and everything in my male name, and I mean, I did shoot my professors an email that I'm transgender, but honestly, they figured it out when I started showing up. Okay, no big deal. It went smoothly and great, and everybody was really nice. You know what? One thing I did learn this, sisters, is that a lot of, particularly in a public institution like a college, there are a lot of policies and so forth in place to support transgender people. Okay? And you know what? Those policies are there for you. Okay? They are there for you, sister, for you to feel comfortable. So don't feel uncomfortable using them. Go there, identify as a woman, be transgender, own it, and see how you feel in that. And you know what? When I was doing it, I tell you what, I don't think I ever even saw another transgender person, maybe one time, briefly passing me on campus. But definitely in the building that I was in any of my classes, I rarely even saw another transgender person. So yeah, it's definitely real world, and people were very nice to me. It definitely was a really wonderful experience. A number three place to go would be some kind of things going on at a community center. A lot of us, we live in different cities and we get those, I don't know, like a little magazine in the mail of here's all the stuff going on at the community center, different kinds of classes and stuff. something, do something like that. Something where there's some kind of a class or, whatever going on. Okay, that you're going to be able to go in fem and do it. Now, the important thing is this. When you're choosing things, it's things where you're going to go and you're going to be interacting with people. That is the important part. It's not whatever the thing is. It's that you're going to be there in a crowd of people that you're kind of somewhat interacting with. You're not just walking around the mall. They're not just passers-by. It's people that you're interacting with. Okay, you're seeing how you feel in the world as a woman, as a transgender woman. Okay. Finally, I would say another thing is volunteer stuff, but not transgender charity volunteer stuff. Just some kind of regular volunteer stuff with some kind of a charity somewhere. Try that out. Okay? And like I said, the important part is you're doing something that, even if you're sitting in the class, you're going to be breaking up into teams, there's students around you. You're going to be in a crowd of people, of the same people, week after week, a couple times a week or whatever, interacting with those people. And how do you feel? For me, it helped me feel a lot more comfortable about myself. I feel good about getting out and being myself. It was really, I enjoyed the classes too, but it was a great experience, okay? Anyway, ladies, I love you.